Welcome to this Fireside chat on the topic Breaking Stereotypes and Biases. I'm Sneha Hingorani, Director Digital Transformation at Manufacturing. And today we have an amazing role model, amazing woman leader, very inspiring for most of the women across the world, Sobha Mulukutla, Global CIO and VP, Information Technology Product and Supply Chain at JCI. So welcome, Sobha. Glad to have you here today. With a focus on digital transformation, Sobha creates opportunities for efficiency and process improvements in business practices globally. She is known for her cheerful nature and has a lot of bright ideas always. And when not working, she loves to explore local restaurants and has a passion for music of all genres. I'm so excited to hear about your journey, about your vision and goals.
I think everyone's journey is very different, right? We first need to understand and have a plan for where we are wanting to go individually, right? As we go through our careers, and I had the same thing, right? Did I expect myself to be in this role today? Probably not. If you asked me 15 years ago, probably not. But as I've matured through it, I've figured out that each of us possesses something that we bring to the table that the other person doesn't have, and how do you kind of capitalize on that?
You have been in manufacturing industry, and this is pretty much not where we see a lot of women leaders around. So how have your journey been, and how have you navigated, and what challenges have you faced? How have you navigated through that and overcome those stereotypes and biases?
Making sure I'm listening more. I try to understand. So as it comes to whether it is a decision I have to make, whether it is a discussion around where do I go next from an implementation perspective, or which factory do I go next, it comes down to them wanting more from me versus me asking them to do something. So that's how I do it.
So what strategies are helping you in this leadership role that you're having now?
I think strategies will need to vary depending on what you're trying to achieve, right, in terms of business capabilities and aspects around that, and two, in terms of making sure you're still trying to deliver something that's relevant in the organization you're in, right? The industry may be going someplace else, but the organization may not be ready, right? So for me, relying on my team and making sure empowering them, but at the same token holding them accountable, right, is one way that I strive in my leadership role to make sure they have a voice and their voice is being heard, and then taking their feedback with the leadership that they at levels that they have worked with, and showcasing it to the top leaders, right? Wins are something that we women don't always try to showcase. So investing in showcasing our wins, our team's wins, is one way where you start gaining the trust from the leadership, because we generally don't do that. And so be observant, right, in the room. And I do that sometimes. I'm fortunate to have a lot of strong women leaders always in my career.
So going forward, we wanted to know a few things about how you are handling things in JCI around diversity, equity, and inclusion. So what are the key initiatives, program running at JCI right now, and how do you at JCI continue to build next gen pipeline, and how do you ensure that there are women leadership in future, and your training and mentoring the next gen leaders to take up those roles?
JCI is really very diverse, even at the leadership level. My boss, Diane Schwartz, is also a very powerful female leader that I look up to. A lot more leaders that we support. So I think JCI kind of emulates a lot of what the diversity aspect of it stands for sure. From an inclusion perspective, I make sure everyone in my team feels like they're part of a broader organization, broader community. Minimizing hierarchies, having more one-on-one conversations, being very friendly. There is a big push for women in STEM now, right? So as part of these intern hires, every career hires, or even hires at every level, we actually, I push back when I don't see a diverse candidate, right? We need to all make that attempt ourselves, right? And invest in them. So what I do is I bring in, I push back and I hire that. I also go to schools and colleges and talk about why it's important and how we can bring that change in terms of, being a visible leader, being out there, being outspoken around, it's possible for all of us, right? If they see more of us, then more of the next gen is going to aspire to be one of us. As women, I think we can do more for each other. We can actually promote this, and sky's the limit, right? So there's no reason for us to hold ourselves back.
So, how do you see both these concepts of mentorship and sponsorship, and who were your, how can you share what experiences you have with your mentors or sponsors, and how they have propelled your career overall?
I mean, I've really been fortunate to have very strong women leaders as my mentors. I mean, there was this one client, the aerospace and defense client I was working on, where I met a leader that was very persistent on making sure, I need to join the organization to have a career aspects around that. Her name is Denise McKnight, and she's been my first biggest mentor, a supporter that helped me navigate through my career. And then obviously Diane, who's my boss, is also my mentor, and I look at both of them, and I've learned a lot. One more comment on mentorship that I forgot to add: mentors are also someone that pushes you to that next level. I always say, especially the manufacturing industry, it's extremely important to go walk the floor, understand exactly what's happening there, right? Especially with most of us in IT, we tend to dream up solutions that may not be applicable to that flow, to that environment,
Shop floor, yeah.
right? So it's important to go out there so they can also see you in terms of you're putting in the effort to understand. So when you come back with something, they're going to at least have a listening ear. So I have a couple that actually I mentored over the course of. They were not in high school at that time when they came to me. They were just graduated from college, and they started this program. And I've been mentoring them for a long time. And I quit the organization. They were still there. We continued the mentoring relationship and all of that. And I created an opportunity for two of them to be first-time managers, right? Because you see the potential, you hire for the potential, and why not? And I've been very, it's very satisfying to see their career flourish, and they both are doing really good right now, and are still progressing through their career. I still mentor them. I'm still there for them, and it just is, sometimes even my mentor taught me this, right? We don't know our potential. Our leaders and our mentors know our potential. So sometimes that pushing, right, giving them more, and that's how I help train them. And everyone's potential is different. So understanding that as a mentor and pushing them for where you know their potential is, right? So that's extremely important. Because my Denise always said, "Oh, you're going to go great. You're going to go do great things," and I didn't know what that meant. It was like, okay, yeah, you're making me work 60-hour weeks. I don't know what greatness looks like right now, but that's what it is all about, right? So pushing them pushing us to do something that we cannot see, right? Because we are like so tactical and so this deliverable focus when you're younger. you don't necessarily appreciate, but now I appreciate it quite a bit.
So that's such a nice, amazing role model. I was just observing while you're talking that it's not like you're just taking and observing the mentorship which others are giving. You're also giving back to the next, pipeline which is coming in for the future leadership. So everyone should even take that trait or aspect of it, that not just absorb or take from the people around you, also give back to the next gen who are coming in.
Yeah, that's how you get the next gen leaders.
So with that note, coming to the end of this session, if you could change one thing about how society views women in tech, what would that be?
That we are no different than a man.
Perfect.
And we bring the same value, same dedication, and there was thought leadership.
Awesome. Very well put. Very well summarization of this entire topic. So any other, closing thoughts, Sobha, you would like to leave the audience with?
One thing that we as women leaders can do is be an advocate for each other and lean on each other for our strengths. Right? We all bring something different to the table, and we can all be there for each other and lift each other up and show each other ways and learn. And what worked for one, share it. Right?
Yeah.
There may be someone in the room that can take something away from it and help them go to the next level. So just, build a stronger community so we can go farther.
Yeah, build your allies and, build your network and help each other. Yeah. So thank you so much, Sobha. This was so amazing session, so energetic, so enthusiasm we saw from all the audience, from you. And, it was so inspiring to hear your story and to understand that it's not always necessary to have a plan. Can sometimes be impromptu, go with the life, but the intent should be correct, that you have to learn, you have to grow, and you have to, while you absorb and take from your mentors, you have to give back as well. So awesome, learnings which we are taking away, and I'm sure the audience and everyone enjoyed listening to you.
So I'm very excited and really honored to be here. So if I can inspire one person, then I've really achieved a little bit more than what I came here.
I'm sure everyone in the room, except for, and also the audience will be listening this fireside chat. I'm sure you have inspired many across the globe today.
And you can all reach out to me at any time for any advice.
Thanks so much, Sobha, for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice having you here. It was an honor talking to you.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.